Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've done a video, but today we have an interesting scenario I wanted to walk you guys through with the cloud. We had a power outage and all the nodes went down hard. So everything is out right now, including Maz and all the nodes. So the power's been down for probably over 20 days now. I just haven't messed with trying to bring this thing back up. So I wanted to walk through with you guys and let's see what happens after a catastrophe like that. This will be a good test of resiliency for the cloud. Let's just see if we can get things going again. So I'm just going to kick the power button on Maz here, and we'll see if he should come back up fine. I'm not real worried about that. Kind of get our stuff going here. Get our links back up. I know he's not up yet, but all the configurations should remain the same. Router's the same. This PC's the same. Everything should be good. Just all the configurations. If you've been stepping through this with me, you should be good to go. So Maz is coming back up now. Let's get back on. GUI looks like it's loading up back there. Alright. So Maz is back up. He knows about all these nodes, so this isn't a surprise, right? So once he deploys one, he goes to local boot. Get this out of the way. He goes to local boot, and he doesn't care about him anymore unless you release him back into the pool. So he still knows all his nodes just fine. He still knows what day it is, and the time is correct. So I think he's in good shape. Shouldn't have to worry about that. Let's pull open our notes here. We're going to want to pull up some of that Juju and cloud information again. So let's just get started here. Now, I think the best way to bring these up would be in the order that they were built. And if you remember, the private IP addresses went in order. So they started at 151 and they worked on up as landscape populated the nodes. So 151 actually owns landscape. That's the initial external Juju environment. And you remember the video where we did all the EtherWake stuff. So we still have EtherWake installed, of course. So we don't have to be in front of the cloud. We can just use EtherWake and remember to use the ETH1 interface because that's the private interface, and pop his MAC address in there, and that'll kick on the node. So this one is the most important node, this 151. Again, it has the landscape on it. It's going to have Juju, the Juju GUI, all the external stuff that Landscape built to get it going. It has Landscape on it. So let's let him come up. He's going to take a minute because he's got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to wait about I'm going to pause the video and wait about 5 minutes, and then I'll come back when he has had some time to boot up. Okay, that first node is still in the process of coming up. It's been a little while, but let's go ahead and start checking and see what he's doing. You remember we set up the Juju and figured out how to move around command line with Juju commands. So we'll export the Juju home where he's located, and let's just take his status and see what he's up to. Might take a minute because I know he's not fully up yet. After a crash like this, I'm guessing recovery takes a while. So we got an error there at the beginning that you started. So we're getting some stuff going. RabbitMQ started. SQL, PostSQL is going. Landscape looks like parts of it are down, but this will get you started. The agent's still down. That Juju status command, especially for the external because it's a lot smaller, it'll get you started looking at it. And you can see as things get started. That's not the right command. So you can see stuff coming up. Landscape's still down. So let's give it a couple more minutes. I'll pause the video. Okay, let's take another look. It's been probably 10 minutes total now. Things should look a little better. Landscape is started now, you can see that. How about our LXC containers started? They have all been started. So that's good. Alright, let's just go give the landscape GUI a try. See where he's at. Again, none of this stuff has changed. It should all be the same. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so he did come back with our certificate error. Alright, let's try to log in. See where we're at. At this point, it's just going to be landscape because none of the other nodes are up. But I kind of wanted to step through this just to see how it goes. And there he is. He did monitor some stuff because I did bring up the nodes at one time and try to stand it back up. So you can see the outage portions. But I never got very far, so I wanted to take the time and walk through it with you guys. I'm not even going to attempt the OpenStack GUI because it's on another node and I know it's not up. So back to bringing nodes up. This one looks like it's good to me. I mean, it's from the Juju status, everything looks okay. So I'm just going to bring these all back up in IP order, and I'll keep the video going, but I'll fast forward just because I want you guys just to see. I'm just going to go through each one of these, grab the Mac, bring it up in IP order. So I'll be back. Okay, so now all the nodes are at least starting up. The last node's starting right now. The last three nodes are compute nodes just for capacity, so I didn't wait as long in between as I did on all the other nodes. I gave some of them a good 5 minutes to come back up. Just wanted to make sure all the services were started. So now that the last node is coming up, let's advance a little further on our GUI just to see what we have left here, or what is still functioning. Let's refresh this. So he still appears to be up and good. Let's go ahead and try to get into OpenStack. Okay, so the dashboard's back up. He's actually setting on the 5th node, and I would think he'd be a little closer to the main node, you know, like on the 1st or 2nd when he got built. But we might talk about moving that around later. But anyway, let's go ahead and sign in. Okay, and we're getting errors. But that's to be expected. So let's just see what works. Hypervisors are working, so he knows about all of the compute nodes, the capacity. He still says he has 3 instances, which that's where we left it. Compute host. You can evacuate the host now, which that was blanked out before. That's interesting. Let's see what the instances look like. Oh, and they're not there. Unable to retrieve. So we do have some errors. Let's see if Juju is still up, internal and external. I'll have to go find that password again. Yeah, we'd have to go track down that password. All we have to do is jump from that landscape node. It'd be good to get a status over there anyway, I guess. Let's just see what status looks like right now. So it looks like there might still be some stuff down, like that RabbitMQ server right there. Yeah, the NTP master. We still got some stuff down. Let's see, how did we get that password anyway? That's right. You have to get in as Ubuntu instead of landscape to be able to sudo that file. Now I remember. So let's jump back and use our Ubuntu user command. And then, see, that's why we took all these notes. Take a look at that. And there's the password. And here's Juju. Let's shrink him down a little. So, yeah, Neutron Gateway's down. We're in it. I don't know why it says he's got a problem. Got a hook failed there. Ceph is having a problem. So we do have some errors to clean up, but we did get it back up. So I think that's where we'll stop this video. There'll be a second part to this one. I want to let all the nodes have a lot of time to get all their stuff sorted out. Uh, I'll stop this video. I'll come back with a second edition, and we'll work out the errors, work through the errors, and get this thing going again. Thanks for watching.